Welcome back to The Ambassadors. I'm thrilled to dive into today's topic with you. Let's get right into it.
All right, today we're going to take apart a really fascinating piece of modern communication, a daily devotional. Now, we're not here to debate the beliefs inside it. Instead, we're going to look at its structure, how it's built. We're going to figure out how it makes an argument, how it motivates you, the reader, and ultimately, how it builds a whole community.
So, right at the heart of this thing is this really powerful contradiction: fear and great joy happening at the exact same time. It's this emotional tension that really drives the whole message forward. It's the engine, It creates this compelling story right from the get-go. Okay, so to really get how this thing is put together, we first need to understand the medium itself. What even is a daily devotional, and what's it trying to do? At its core, it's a short daily guide. You can think of it like a spiritual thought for the day, but it has a really clear goal. It's designed to take you from just thinking about a concept to actually doing something, all in just a few hundred words. The specific one we're looking at today is from a publication called Ambassadors Daily Banquets. This particular entry is for April 21st, 2026. And check out the topic: the cross and courageous discipleship. The central theme here is all about boldness, and you'll see that every single part of this text is designed to serve that one powerful idea. So let's dive in to how this devotional actually builds its main argument. This isn't just a random collection of thoughts. It's a very carefully constructed case for why a person should be courageous. And here's the absolute linchpin of the whole thing. It's a simple but really profound idea that the cross directly gives believers the power to be courageous. This single statement is the foundation for everything else that follows. And they lay it out with this super clear, logical flow. The argument goes like this: the resurrection gives you an assurance of ultimate victory. And if you know you're going to win in the end, well, that removes the fear of failure. And once fear is out of the way, the path is clear for courageous discipleship. It's a really clean, 4-step progression from a belief to a behavior. Now, to make this argument feel both ancient and super relevant, the devotional connects the past to what's happening today. It points to the courage of the early disciples who faced all sorts of threats, and then it turns around and frames our modern challenges, like standing up for what's right, as needing that exact same kind of boldness. And this is where things get really interesting. The devotional makes a critical turn, moving from just explaining the idea of courage to telling the reader exactly what they need to do about it. And boom, the tone completely shifts. It goes from being informative to being deeply personal, almost confrontational. This question is put there for a reason. It's meant to make you pause, to make you think, and to apply this whole message directly to your own life. Right after that challenge, it gives you these really specific, actionable instructions. It's not just, hey, be courageous. It's a practical checklist. Figure out what you're afraid of, take a real step today, make a commitment out loud. It creates a very clear path from what you believe inside to what you do outside. And to make taking that action even easier, the devotional gives you tools, 2 pre-written prayers. These are basically scripts. They take away any guesswork a reader might have about how to pray, which really lowers the barrier to getting involved. So after drilling down on this personal commitment, the devotional zooms way out. The message brilliantly pivots from a private call to action to a huge public invitation to join a global mission. And they don't mess around. The scale of this mission is just dropped on you with this massive number: Operation 500 Million Souls for Christ. This is powerful framing. It makes that personal commitment you just thought about feel like it's part of something enormous, something globally important. And they give you a few different ways to get involved. You can join through prayer, you can join by actively serving as a volunteer, or you can support it financially as a kingdom investor. This creates a bunch of different on-ramps for anyone who wants to be part of the community. So how do you actually build and hold together a community this big? Well, you use a very modern, multi-platform digital strategy. Look at this. WhatsApp is their main tool, and that's key because it allows for direct personal messages that can build really strong community bonds. But they're also all over Facebook, YouTube, and Telegram, meeting people right where they are online. The global, coordinated feel of this community is hammered home with these synchronized prayer times. So while a member in the US is praying at 6 p.m., somebody in India is praying at 4:30 in the morning. It creates this powerful sense of a shared, real-time experience that just completely ignores geography. So when you put all of these pieces together,
what you see is a really clear and super effective blueprint for how this thing works. It's all about moving a person from just reading something to actually participating in something. This is it, the 4-step model at its core. First, it establishes a core belief: the cross equals courage. Second, it makes that personal with a direct challenge. Third, it invites that newly motivated person into a bigger community. And finally, it funnels all that energy right into the organization's growth. It's a complete system from start to finish. And that leaves us with one final thought. This isn't just about a single devotional. This blueprint, going from an idea to an individual to a community to an organization, it's a really powerful model. So what does its effectiveness tell us about how we build connections and create movements in our increasingly digital world?
Thank you for watching. Please share, like, and comment. Your host, God7, David F. Wafulu.